boom, bada boom, bada boom. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Practicing because I felt like it. Bada bing, bada boom. I tried setting a thumbnail for this stream, but it did not want to let me, even though I even went on YouTube Studio for it. But you know, it's fine. We chill, we chill. Oh god. I'm good, I'm good, I'm personally very much so. Okay, okay. Okay. That is quite frankly. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't usually do this bad, guys. Bruh. Okay. Stop. Please stop bullying me. We'll be fine. Ah, wow. Ooga bunga. Ooga bunga. Wait. Then, in that time, I finished with 4 masks, but I also had to heal in the middle of it, so. In terms of quality-wise, that was not the best I've done, like, ever. Like, at all. But, you know, I also think I could use a bit more practice on Watcher Knight, since I just haven't really played any of the other bosses in a while. I've just been practicing Absolute Radiance and, you know, stuff like that. I haven't really been practicing these other bosses in a while, so I do need to do it at some point, so why not now? Because, you know, I do plan to, at some point, beat the Pantheon of Hollow next, and I think it's a great thing to pass the time. You know, I think practicing for it will be a great way to pass the time whilst I am waiting for Omori to come out on PlayStation, because it's coming out in like around 30 days. Oh boy! So, you know, I'll just do that, and it'll be cool. But of course, this is a game of which is a bit difficult, so, you know, it's a lot easier said than done when it comes to these types of things, though. That was pretty cool. We're fine. See, the problem with everybody, like the problem that I've seen a lot of people make with this fight, and why a lot of people think this fight is hard, is because they always jump around or move around too much, and whenever they go to, like, hit the Watcher Knights, they, like, never prepare to jump or anything. They just sort of stand super close to them and try to hit them, which then, you know, when they do the swing that you don't have that much time to react for. You know, they don't really dodge out of the way in time. And then it's also like the ones where they bounce and do all that stuff, it's like they just kind of jump around a bit too much. I say as I dived into it, like, I was trying to dive through it. You know, whatever. I'm not gonna go freaking fudging like ultra god mode to not get hit on this, because I'm not going for like no hit. I'm not doing like Radiant this. If I was doing this on Radiant difficulty, then I would be going like god mode on not getting hit, but I'm not doing that. Look how cool and easy and epic that was. No, I didn't want to do this. Though honestly, I do actually need to practice with this fight, because this is my least favorite fight. And I'm sure you can see why. Okay, hold on. I don't know the best way to do it. I really do not know the best way to do this fight, really, like, at all. I really do not know how to do this fight correctly. Because I'm totally doing something wrong here. But this is the only way I can do it without getting hit like a bunch of times. They do stand still for a little bit, but the second I try to hit it, it does teleport away. Ooh. Okay, that was a bit mean. I'm sure you can see what I'm trying for. Oh yeah, another thing, Little Nightmares speedrunning. That could be quite interesting. I'm not gonna speedrun the second game because, you know, the movement isn't really as fun and it's a lot longer of a game, but Little Nightmares 1, I might start practicing that again. And who knows, now that I got a controller that doesn't have immense drift, I may be able to actually, get that achievement for beating the game with no deaths and in less than an hour, you know? I may be able to do that. Chill. It seems as if they do not enjoy to chill. Yeah, I really don't know how you're supposed to fight this boss. I just really don't know. It's really difficult for me to make complete sense of it, but, you know, I try. I'm trying. Oh, God. Stop. Can I jump? Can I pogo it? You think? Surely that's not... Yeah, no. There's no way you have to pogo it. That's not what you have to do. Oh, God. Okay. No. See, I hit it and it still just went, like, right through my hit. And hit me. And, you know, that's just not very cool. They're dead, though. They don't have that much health. So that's cool, but still, you don't know how to dodge them, and I'm sure that when I get to this Mamu fight in the Pantheon, I'm going to be low in health. I remember I did the Great Pantheon of Colonist. On my second attempt, the first time I ever tried it, and then I died to Absolute Radiance because Jesus Christ, there was no way there was no way I could first try. When I first even saw Absolute Radiance, and I actually, like, had to fight it, dude, I was, like, thinking, okay, no way, this is, like, actually impossible. There was no way I am ever going to beat this at the end of the Pantheon. And honestly, there's no way I'm ever going to even beat this. And then now you have me now, where I actually, just like a few days ago, beat it 3 times in a row. And I am working on beating it in Ascended mode, and I did actually get to the final phase in Ascended mode. So, I'm definitely getting a lot better at it, but since I've been practicing only on that for so long now, I've gotten a bit rusty and stale and old at all these other bosses. So that's why I gotta practice for these as well now. Because, you know, I'm just no longer as good as them as I used to be because I spent so much time doing other things and practicing for one boss. I'll be right back. Goo goo gaga. Anyways. Mamu. I gotta get better at this fight. I'm like jolting my head forwards as much as I can for some reason out of pure reaction whenever it gets close to me. So that way I can really just time to hit it, because this might honestly just be a game of Pong. I still really wish that this boss did not exist. It is not a fun boss. I do not like it, and I do not appreciate it. Okay, it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Yeah, I'm getting a little better at that. I'm getting a little better. Now, really something that I can try doing is, this, because essentially, in the Great Pantheon of Holonest, I don't know why I'm saying the Great at the beginning of it, but whatever, essentially, every boss is on Ascended mode, but doesn't do Ascended damage. So it doesn't do 2 masks of damage when they're not supposed to. Like, it doesn't do, like, double their damage, like Ascended usually does, but it does have the other stuff Ascended. Like, there might be spikes over here in Ascended mode, or there might be more projectiles in Ascended mode, or something like that. It'll have that effect, but it won't have the double damage effect. Which means that, while this doesn't do double damage in the actual Pantheon, it doesn't have, what is it? The floor? Yeah, the floor, because I'm pretty sure on normal mode this actually has a floor. And I sure do suck at this boss. I sure do suck at the Ascended mode of this boss. I really suck at the Ascended mode of this boss. I cannot figure out how to freaking do it correctly, man. Because of just the amount of, like, space there is where you just can't do anything is so just painful. And I don't even know where you're supposed to find the time to heal. Probably while they're doing the shield thing, but that's your time to hit them. And you don't really get a lot of time to hit them, so you really gotta make do with what you got. Okay, well, so it's difficult, and I haven't actually been able to beat Ascended Morkoth, even though I've actually been trying kind of a lot, not recently, but I used to try a lot at this. I'm thinking I use Great Flash. Maybe that is the way you do this. Or at least one of the ways you can do this. Okay, well that was just a bit rude. Oh. Okay. Chill. What was that? That was just a freaking, like, flash that I did. Just a flash of light. Okay, well, I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know why I was trying to do that. Okay. You see that? You see that? How they can just float into you? How they can just freaking float into you? Ooh. But it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Believe me. It's okay. Everything is okay in life and in this game and in this boss battle, and you know, everything is okay with your mental health and my mental health. I may also be lying, but you know, everything is honestly just okay. You know, everything's okay. Everything's really just okay. Some things in this world are honestly really just okay. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you other than that, you know, a lot of things, you know, I think it's just kind of okay. Big ol' man. Oh my god. Why would you float there? Oh, you scummy scummy scheme. You genuine mean person. Ow. I think I see why the king didn't like you. It's because of your freaking orbiting shield. Oh my god. What the heck? God, that didn't sound like I got hit. That just sounded like my bones just got completely cracked by the shield. Why? Why do you just float towards me? Why do you do that? You have a orbiting, extending, and at some point near the end, multiplying sword that you can extend out sometimes and make it go really, really fast. And you have these spikes that always seem to just dash towards you, not even allowing you good time to heal. You have no ground, and you just float towards people. Oh my god. I don't know why, but it kind of seems like when you get hit whilst doing some kind of a big attack, it really does seem like it just sort of goes poop. God, I just don't know, I just don't know, it feels like such an easy task that at this point, the problem with it is honestly just in my head, it really feels like the problem with it is just in my head, and that I'm just like thinking too much about it, and that this is actually really easy, but I kid you not, this is not really easy. Of course I can use spells, but I can't depend on them because I can't hit this guy that often for a soul. Oh my god. You meanie. You such a big meanie you are, you big meanie. No, I'm good. I don't want that. I don't want that. We are okay. Oh, we are okay. Don't try to pogo him. This is the part where it has two of them, because if it couldn't get harder, the freaking swords become more, like, faster and more apparent. And then there's just another shield. And it's just so much fun. And, honestly, it even, like, duels with the one. This sword, it doesn't really even extend out. But the other one does, which makes it even harder to attack him. You can't even attack him properly whilst he's doing the one thing that is supposed to originally give you time to attack him. It's just so much fun. How are you supposed to do that? Somebody explain to me how you are supposed to be able to do that. Other than being, fireborn, or some crazy person who can, do insane things. I am not that. I'm not one of those people, But I still, everyone has a chance at everything, Oh my god. Oh my god. I freaking used a spell on him to get him far away from me, right? Because I used it literally, like, as I was right next to them. And instead, they just went, like, towards me. Like, how does that work? Okay, yeah, no. You hide under that platform, buddy. I'm sure you can pogo their shield, but... You do, Here, look, I'll show you how fucking fudging... I'm sorry. Freaking fudging easy this, non-ascended version is. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Getting hits in like a charm because there's a flaw. Because there's a flaw. It's the thing that this fight needs, is a flaw. It has it. It has a flaw. If only it could be like this in the ascended mode, or at least in in the Great Pantheon of Hollandness. But no, it just can't be that easy. No, it could never be that easy, that's just a sin for that to be that easy. You can see how easy this is, though. You can see definitely how easy this is. This is still difficult, yeah, but, like, it's a lot freaking easier than the, ascended mode that there is of this, of which I'm going to have to do in order to, practice. You can still tell that this is much, much easier than that, and that the ascended mode is much, much harder than that. It's just so crazy. and now I go to the ascended mode, and it's like it's a completely different boss. It's like a completely different boss because of how much harder it is. On top of that, the double damage, really, I mean, I know that it's not gonna have double damage on like the actual thing, but I mean, the double damage even on the practicing still just makes it, really, really, really just not my favorite. It just makes it so much so not my favorite. And, I'm not so sure that I appreciate it as much as I do with other things that I appreciate in life, you know? Oh. I really think that this fight may just be a crime. I think this fight may just be a war crime. I'm gonna be real with you. I think this fight may just be a war crime because of how freaking difficult it is. And how some things that happen in it, just really, really fail to make sense. It's kind of silly. I think this fight is kind of wacky, kind of silly, a bit. Kind of silly, kind of wacky. I'm doing okay on it for now. Do you have more health? My bones get snapped and crackled and popped by Markov, Mr. Markov. And it's really just not, I'm not very appreciative of the fact that there is no floor, and that instead they decided to replace the floor with pain. Just pain. The thing that really just completely just filters through this fight. Pain. If I could think of one word that describes a lot of different Hollow Knight bosses, I would have a lot of different words. But for this one, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's just pain. I think it may just be maybe torture, maybe agony could also be a word. But I think it's pain. I think that is what this is pain. I personally just don't appreciate this fight as much as I do with, like some of the other fights. Because I gotta do this in order to, practice, for the pantheon of, Hollowness, and, it's really just not nice, this fight. It's really just not nice, not, not kind. It's just a bit, God. I'm okay. I am, yeah. Maybe. Maybe and. And it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how everything is double damage when you're just trying to practice it. You can't really practice it very well, because everything's even harder when you're trying to practice it. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. I mean, man. Man, I sure love it. I sure love that this fight's mechanic is where your bones get completely snapped and broken. And you're just you know, your skeleton becomes a work of like 2020 art, you know? It's really just not good, not bad. You know, there was some work put into it, but you know, it doesn't make me very happy when I look at it, or when especially when I, you know, experience the feeling of my bones breaking consistently, just like all the time, because of this fight. You know, I just don't really support the cause, really, of this fight. Yeah, you know, I think maybe there was a reason why the Pale King decided, hey, I don't like this guy. You know, I think there was a reason. Maybe it was your orbiting and non-orbiting and extendant shields, and your just absolutely bone-piercing and bone-crushing swords that you have many of. And, you know, the fact that you just float into people. I mean, maybe, and the fact that you just don't abide by normal boss standards, and you don't have a floor. You know, I'm not ending this stream until I destroy, you know, Ascended Markov. And you know, that really just makes things harder. Cause I don't like Ascended Markov, you know? I just don't appreciate Ascended Markov as much as I can appreciate some of the other Ascended characters. You know, some of the other Ascended characters are actually very cool. You know, some of the other Ascended freaking characters are just cool. You know, like Ascended No Eyes. You know, Ascended No Eyes is cool. It's like the same thing, but like with more platforming. You know, it's very cool. It's very cool. This guy really just decides that their Ascended variant of themselves is just going to rip and tear and break apart at your body, and just absolutely break every single bone in your body with their fancy orbiting shields and swords. You know, I think this guy is racist. I think this guy is not only a war crime and a war criminal. He himself is a war crime, he himself is a war criminal, but also I think he himself is racist. Does anyone even like notice how many swords this guy has? You know, is there a reason for why does this guy just walk into Hollow Nest with these many swords, you know? I know that it's just from essence and they're probably just reusing the essence, but then why the heck do you have so much essence, huh? Because you're dead? Yes, it is because you're dead. How could anything killed a man like this, though? How could anything have killed a man like this? Just starts running. I mean, maybe the person who was fighting it, maybe they had floor, you know? Maybe they just had a floor to stand on. And that was just why they were just such a pushover, you know, such a crybaby. You know, this person is really just such a crybaby when they have the floor, but when they don't, no, they're still a crybaby. They're still a absolute piece of poo-poo. No. They just don't have a floor. They're just a little crybaby man with no respect, no dignity, no kindness, no morality. And the only thing that they have to make them look cool, to make them difficult to beat the heck out of, is just the fact that they don't have a floor. You know? They just don't. They don't have a floor. They don't have a floor. They don't have a floor. They do not have floor. They don't have that. No. They don't have that in Hollow Nest anymore. Oh man, I miss the days when they had floors. Oh man. It's actual agony. You know, you're just very rude. Okay. Dude, you just can't recover when you fall. You just can't recover, you know. This boss really doesn't like anything recovering. You know. You know, I already suck at recovering from tragic things and events. You know, you just make it so I can't even recover. You know, when I'm falling to my death in the clouds. Where do I even fall to when I fall down there, huh? This is like unparryable, unhittable spikes down there, huh? Or is there just a hitbox? Or is there just a hitbox? Mr. Breaking the fourth wall, Mr. I don't like to play by normal boss standards, Mr. My only creative idea for my ascended variant is to just take away the floor, Mr. Poo Poo Pants. This guy, man. I mean, this guy. This guy. I don't think I. Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine? This guy. You know, can you really imagine? This guy. You know, is this the person that you think of when you think of a guy? Is this the guy that you think of? Is that you? Is that a guy or is that a war crime? It's a war crime. It's not a guy. It's a war crime. It's a war crime with orbiting shields and swords. And really, and no floor. It's a war crime with absolutely no flooring. You would be terrible at making a house because you would build it somehow on top of a cloud, even though that's not even possible. But you would also build it with no floor on top of the cloud, so the people who just fall. The people who just fall. And really, I think that would... If you want a war criminal already, maybe that would make you a war criminal, because everyone would be so confused by the cases that other people are making against you that you yourself not only become a war crime but start war crimes. And God, you just love killing. I mean, honestly, I don't think I've heard of a war criminal that doesn't enjoy killing people. You really just kill. You're being a crybaby over the fact that you were killed. But then you yourself, you really get... What happened? You yourself just really don't like it when anyone decides, hey, you know what, I want you to die, You're just being very mean. God, there's no recovery. There's no recovery that you can do if you fall. If you fall, you are going to heck. You are dying. And it's just so... I think I'm just gonna